Yeah, I remember being on the bus with Jay Wright. Jay is a closet Penn State fan, and he and I were on the bus having that very conversation about why not Penn State. And we didn't really have a good answer. I used to call it like one of the 7 wonders of the world. I mean, great facilities, a great conference. The Big Ten Network takes guys who live elsewhere and puts them back into their hometown living rooms via the television. A fan base that I know from experience would support it like none other. A football program that has given it a brand name and a presence, and a football coach who and Coach Paterno supported them wildly, so why not Penn State? And the answer I finally came up with was they needed the right guy. And I think they got the right guy. Now, I think, Patrick is exactly the person that this university needs. I can remember when I used to cover Villanova, and every time I saw Pat, it was the same thing. Hi, Pat. How are you, dear? Good. How are you? Great. And he meant it. I mean, he was and is great all the time. He is passionate, he is energetic about himself, about his employer, about this game, about his players, and he means it. It's genuine. He can coach. I mean, let's start with the basics, because if you can't coach, you have all those smoke and mirrors, you're out the door in 10 minutes. He can coach. He can recruit, and the reason he can recruit is because he can talk to people. These guys aren't autotrons, they're human beings. They have families, they have friends. They need someone that they can trust for 4 years. They need someone that they can believe in, and I think Patrick is that kind of person, because he is genuine, he is passionate, and he has the kind of energy that I think this program has lacked. This program needed someone to kind of come in and kick it in the butt a little bit, to drive around on golf carts and throw out t-shirts and be goofy. I remember Jay Wright doing it. I remember going with him at Villanova when he stood on the tables of the dining halls at the cafeterias and said, please come to my game, because Villanova wasn't very good. And I kept saying, Penn State needs that. Someone who's young and hungry and passionate, and they have that in Pat Chambers. There was an episode of Bugs Bunny where he played the Gas House Gorillas, and it was first base Bugs Bunny, second base Bugs Bunny, third base. He did everything. And I swear if Tim could have thrown the ball up, caught it, dunked it, rebounded it, outletted to himself, dribbled down the court, and defended the other guy, he would have done it. There wasn't much else he could do. He did it all. You need more than one guy to build a program. Hi, DJ. I don't know a lot about a lot of things. I know a lot about Philly basketball players. I know who they are. I don't even have to see them play. You just tell me there's a kid that played basketball in Philadelphia. I can tell you I've seen enough of them. They are tough, they are smart, they have basketball IQs, and they are out to win. So you put those two things together and you have the foundation of something special here. And that's what you need. Before you can build, you need a foundation. So there's your foundation. And I think that's why people here should be excited. I know a lot of people have said it must be a tough time to be a Penn Stater. People say that to me all the time. And I say, you know what? No, it's a really powerful time to be a Penn Stater. Because I know what Penn Staters really are about. I have a nephew who's a freshman here. And this summer, I said to him, Ty, I'm worried. Your experience, I don't know what it's going to be. It's not going to be like anything I had. It's not going to be like anything anyone's had in 50 years. I'm really worried about what you're going to have here. He's 18. He looked at me and goes, Aunt Dana, it's great. He said, it's going to be better than ever. We're going to show people what Penn State's all about. We know. We're fine. We got this. And I'm thinking, he's 18, and he gets it, and he's right. He's 100% great that they're winning, and I thank Bill O'Brien for winning football games, but it's more than the winning. It's the class and the dignity that those players have shown, because those kids didn't do a darn thing wrong, and a lot of people didn't do a darn thing wrong, and I could go off for hours on that, but I won't. But those kids certainly didn't, and they have handled themselves better than anyone. And isn't really that what going to college is about? Learning to be an adult and be responsible? And I've been humbled and in awe of them. I really have. And I think that that's what I see when I see Penn State. I see those football players. I see these guys over here. I see Pat Chambers. I see Bill O'Brien. I see people. Penn State is ultimately, like any other institution, about its people. And there are a lot of really good people doing a lot of really good things here.